and here we are, just paying respects. Why? Margaret looks awful happy, yo. And here is little Colette just staring at her brother's tombstone. And it is that time. What will she be having? A boy or a girl? And will they live? It's anybody's guess at this point. Hello, all you fabulous and wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for some more of the Ultimate Decades Challenge. So, it is Monday night. It is currently ending the first quarter of 1365 and Andrew has got his friends over here. I'm going to be sending them all home here in just a little bit. It is almost 10 o'clock at night. It is getting late. And Edric and Margaret both have gone off to bed. She's going to need to get up here though and use the bathroom. Yo, her bladder be way down. Margaret is currently in her second trimester. She's going to be in her third trimester in a couple of hours. So she will most likely be having this baby this episode. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what she has and if they live. And Edric here, he has a couple of days off. Oh, no, he doesn't anymore. He had 2 days off. But anyways, he goes to work in 17 hours. He goes to work at 2 p.m. So I think tomorrow, maybe at some point before he goes to work, he has all of these tombstones in his inventory. I really need to put them down. I have not made a cemetery. So what I'm going to do for the time being, in this time, a lot of times the tombstones were either on the family property or they were at the church. They usually had a lot of tombstones there. So we've been putting them at our church here in Henford on Bagley. I wanted to make a separate family cemetery, but my time is kind of limited these days. So for now, I'm just going to put them at the church. So I want to do that tomorrow, hopefully, before Edric goes off to work, and yes, we can get that all taken care of. I will have to down the road make a separate lot, probably not in this world because this world is all full. There's no available lots. So somewhere else, I'm going to have to make like a family cemetery where we put all of our Sims. So it's going to have to be a big cemetery because I don't want to move it and keep moving it. So I want to kind of keep them all in one place. So I think it would be kind of cool if we could, generations from now, look back and see, this was the 1300s, 1400s, 1500s, all of that. I will be doing that at some point down the road. But for now, we'll put them at the church because I'm getting tired and I'm sure you guys are getting tired of seeing them in his inventory. So in the last episode, I had added wonderful whims to this game, mainly for the attraction system. So he found Latisse and Anastasia here attractive. So right now we are really close to Latisse because they were childhood friends and everything. They did flirt a little bit, but it wasn't enough to give them a flirt bar or anything. So I think at some point this episode, we're going to be, getting to know an Anastasia as well. Also, we did start doing some championship riding. So far, we've gotten a second place in barrel racing and we got a first place in the Western Pleasure Trophy. We're going to continue on working on that and seeing where we go. I also want to have him do archery competition. We can come over here and attend an archery competition. I'm not sure that he competes, but I haven't really done this, I don't think. If I do, I don't really remember what happened or what it was like. So when I have him do that, his archery level is not very high. It's only level 3. So we'll be on top of everything working on that. I'm going to go ahead and have him quit out of this club, I think. It is getting late, so we'll go ahead and end this gathering and we'll get ourselves to bed. He's like, goodbye, everybody. I am gonna lock this door for everyone but household members. I'm gonna allow friends, all right? And I'm gonna get him to go off to bed here and get some rest. He's gonna have to get up early in the morning. He's gonna have a competition to go to. I'm gonna send her back to sleep and I'm gonna make Edric go back to bed as well. This one is gonna need to come here and go to sleep. She was all the way out here by the water, yo. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night, little one? I do not know, but you should not be out here by yourself. And she's automatically gonna try and go wake up Andrew. No, she always wakes up at between midnight and 2 to go wake up Andrew. I don't know why, but she does. And you know what? I don't know when it's happened, but she can now go potty by herself. I didn't realize she had potty level 3 or 2, whatever it is, 2, I guess. It is morning. I'm going to have her get up and use the pot, and then I'm going to have her make something to eat. We are going to go ahead and, you know what? Let's just go have some good old gruel. Why not? And Andrew is up, and he's coming down to ask for advice, he thinks. I'm gonna have him immediately come out here and get some milk from this cow. He can clean the cow and milk this cow, and then I'm gonna have him collect the eggs. I don't think he needs to clean it. Oh, he does. He can. And Edric here is getting up, and I'm going to have him take care of his needs. Yeah, she is now in her 3rd trimester, and she's thinking about her mom. And oh, we do have that to fix. I'm going to have Andrew come in here and repair this. And there she do have the gruel. Here we are this morning. Oh, her back is just killing her, and this baby is going to be making its entrance into the world any day. And they're sitting in quiet silence. And I'm gonna have Edric come and get something to eat. I don't know why they just suddenly got up, but they did. And apparently he got up to give his mom a hug. He's like, I love your cooking, Mom. It's so good. This gruel is wonderful. Oh yeah, I wanted to look and see how his responsibility and stuff is. So his emotional control is terrible and his empathy is terrible. We need to definitely be working on that. Oh, he's giving his dad a hug, and now I'm gonna have this little one get up and get something to eat. And he's talking about writing with his mom, apparently. He is listening to Margaret's question. What is your question? I'm wondering, what is it? And oh, it's never enough. It's never enough. And now Horace, why? Why, Horace, get out. The horse is backing out the door. Oh, lock for all horses, and lock for all mini sheep, and lock for all goats. And here is his baby sister just chatting with him. I think we're going to go ahead. Everybody's doing really well. We're going to head out to the church here so we can put down these 32 tombstones that we got here. Okay, let me pause this. So this is where we have been putting our family. We've got Edith, we've got Mabel, we've got Edward, we've got Isabel, we've got James, and we've got Agnes. So we have the first generation right here. These are all from, I feel like there's probably more. They're probably all right here. So let me go ahead and stick these all down here. I'm literally gonna line them up in rows because 32 be a lot. Okay, so you guys, I have quickly realized as I was arranging these tombstones, they're in this way. They're this way for a very specific reason. I'll tell you just a second, but I quickly realized that I am missing like a lot of tombstones, and unfortunately, there's no way that I know of that I can get their tombstones. So let me explain as best as I can. So over here, this is our main family Sims here. So this first line back here is the first generation, including Agnes, which was James's mom right here. Okay, so she was generation 0. So I have James and Isabel, the very starting Sims here that we started with, and then their children that passed on. We have Edith and Mabel and Juliana, and that's it. And then over here starts the next generation that had children. So like Cecilia was the oldest apparently that lived. And so here is her children's tombstones that passed away in the Black Death and that. So I'm missing Simon's, and I don't think there's a way of me getting Simon's because he lived alone on his own for a while and then died, and he had remarried to someone known as Olive Smith, who somehow Edric met. She died, and I think when she died, we lost his tombstone. which I'm not so sad about because he's like the husband of our relative. This is all of Cecilia's children's. And then next was Edward. Annette, I'm going to scoot her off a little bit further to the side. She is actually Edric's first wife that passed in the Black Death. So we have Edward and Marilda. And then we have Christina and Rose that were their children. And then we have Richard and Mariana, which is a brother to Edward, and Cecilia, which belonged to this first generation up here. So we have Richard and Mariana, and Michael was Richard's son. We had two Michaels in the family. I don't have the one tombstone. Isabel and James had a Michael that passed as a baby, but I do not have a tombstone for him. I have a lot. Most of the tombstones I think that I'm missing are baby tombstones, which you don't get a tombstone for babies. So that is a lot of the tombstones that are missing. So then you have Alaric and you have Agnes, which were Edric's children. So I guess I could put Annette down here. Annette will be probably buried alongside Edric when he passes away. And then over here, out of Thomas and Avis, if you remember, Thomas and Avis were Isabel's brother and sister-in-law. So the only ones I have out of their family is Edith and Maggie. So Maggie was a twin. I believe Edith was not. They had triplets, and I believe Maggie was a part of that triplets, or I could have it the other way around. But anyways, those are the only two I have. Now we do still have a couple living that are alive from Thomas and Avis's family. I think we have one. Let me see if I go to his genealogy up here. Let's come over here to Agnes, and we have James. And James had Roger, and here's Isabel. So oddly enough, it does not show Isabel's brother, Thomas, his family. So I don't have a way of getting to see his family, apparently. It only shows hers, I guess. We cannot go to it at all. Interesting. That's kind of sucky. So I have to go to my spreadsheet if I want to know. I went and checked. So out of their family, we have Thomas II and Yvette that were still alive, but they're probably gone by now. And I don't have them anywhere in our family. We can't check because we're so far in, I think. Maybe on Roger, I might be able to. If I were to pop in on Roger, I'll have to see. I don't know. I don't know how I could figure that out. I tried going through all of the world maps. I didn't go through all of them, but most of them I did, and I just couldn't find them. And then over here, we have Peter and Alice's family. So I don't have Peter and Alice's tombstone. I only have Jones and Catherine and Clarice and Samuel and Leoric and Juliana. These all were their children, and they all died in the Black Death, and that's how I've gotten them. So this is Juliana's husband, and then Leoric and his wife, his second or third, I don't know. This man lived a busy life. And then the two children that were his by her. I think, I'm not even certain. He had so many children. Some are still alive today, and some have passed, and I don't have their tombstone. And then we have Samuel, who he never got married, I guess. And then we have Clarice, who did get married to Winston. They both died in the Black Death. And then Catherine, who was a nun, obviously didn't get married. So that is all that we have. Now I could, if I click on here, I could get an urn, but under this, the only ones that we can get is Edward and Alaric's, which we already have those two tombstone over here. So we have Alaric and Agnes there, and then of course we have Edward's. But that is how it is. This is their family. This is all that we have. I may, if I'm feeling really worried about it and concerned, I might go hunting world by world and see if I can't find them, but I think that I'm not going to be able to. But going forward from now on, I will always have, the tombstone. I will always make an effort to get it. I think in this beginning generation side families, I really wasn't concerned or worried at the time about it, but over the years, we've been doing this challenge for nearly 2 years. I change, my thoughts change, and I now want them. Anyways, now that I'm rambling, I'm gonna have them all come over here to Edward. He's gonna come to his dad's. Mourn Edward is what I'm gonna have them do, and I'm gonna have Margaret go ahead. And I don't know, Margaret, I don't think she ever met Edward. I don't think that she did, but maybe she'll mourn him anyway. And Andrew, it will mourn his grandparents. Let's have him come over and mourn his... Oh, he can't mourn. Okay. So he can only mourn Edward. We don't have any options for that. Maybe he would mourn Alaric, his baby brother. She can mourn her twin. Aww. And here we have the generations 3 and 4. Just, crying over generation 2. Oh, and look at, here's Roger. And he immediately come over here to it'd be his nephew. So Roger is a brother to Cecilia. So Roger is the baby of this generation 2. So that would be his nephew. He's just coming over here to stand is what he's doing. He's just like, yes, I have nobody here. And here we are just paying respects. Why? Margaret looks awful happy, yo. She not doing any mourning. Oh my gosh. Oh. And here is little Colette just staring at her brother's tombstone. Oh, her twin's tombstone. And she's coming over here to talk to her, I guess. Aww. All right, well, that's enough of that. We're gonna go home now. He broke doing sit-ups on their grave. Yo, Edric is doing sit-ups on their grave. Oh my goodness. And Edric here is going to be going off to work very shortly. So he's got 2 hours. He's only halfway done with whatever he was crafting, which I'm not entirely sure what I was having him crafting in Acts. So he can resume that. She's going to add some flowers and we're going to get her to do the laundry. And oh, he's the only one that is sad. A friend has passed. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have him come up here and we're going to use this and we're going to have ourselves a bath because I'm going to have him be starting a club maybe or going out. Maybe I will have him go out on a date with each girl. So what I think I will do is maybe they'll go out to the bar. Maybe I'll have him get Anastasia around and we'll go to the bar with her and see how she is. And then we will go out with Latisse and see what is there. But we'll let him get cleaned up first. And he's very sad. Okay, can we wash these now in the wash tub? Okay, wow, that just took a lot of time to try and get her to wash these clothes. All right, and Edric has gone off to work. Let's see how Edric is doing. So he's got a good performance. I make sure he's working hard. Yes, he is always working hard. And this one never took a bath, yo. He never took a bath. Listen, and we never went to a competition, did we? Oh, I forgot about the competitions. I got so tied up on gravestones. You know what? Actually, instead of taking a bath, I'm just going to have him wash his hands a couple of times. And then we're going to go to compete really quick. All right, we got the clothes done. He's holding his sister. We are going to actually go really quick and compete. Let's see. I think we have till 8 p.m. I'm not sure though. Let's go ahead and try. We're only 1 on jumping, but let's try this beginner. We're probably not going to be like the greatest, but we've got this beginner or this beginner. The other ones we have done, or we do intermediate. You know what? Let's try this intermediate once. We'll try the intermediate. We are a little low on our agility, so we probably will get either 3rd or 2nd maybe. And Andrew has entered a barrel racing competition. And guess what? Oh my gosh, we got gold. Wow, we got gold. I'm so shocked. Congratulations. The competition was fierce, but you and your horse were a force to be reckoned with. The barrel stayed perfectly still as your duo navigated the clover figuration gracefully and quickly. Looks like you're ready to compete with the experts. 750 simoleons, yo. Wow. Okay. I'm shocked that we got gold, really. Okay, so we are back. He is hungry. I'm gonna have him get something to eat. I was gonna have him go out on a little date with one of the girls. But Margaret here, yo, is going to be having a baby anytime. She's been in the third trimester now for a while. It is 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm afraid if we leave, she's going to go into labor and we're going to miss it. And I don't want that. So we got to stay here. So what I will do is I'm going to have him call over Anastasia right here. We're going to invite her to hang out since we don't really know her too well. And we'll get to know her a little bit here. And that way we'll be here if Margaret goes into labor. And of course, here comes Roger running through. And I'm going to have, oh, this one needs a bath. She's going to give little Colette a bath. Oh, I didn't mean bubble bath. Yo, I did not mean bubble bath. We're going to have her give a bath. And Roger has come and said, hey, Andrew, are you thinking about settling down, finding yourself a nice young lady? And Andrew will be like, yep, I am. And here she is. We'll go ahead and let's have her come in. Oh, she coming in to use the mirror. She do be a bit sad, I think. Let's come over here and let's get to know her a bit. Let's discuss interest. We will get to know her a bit. He's like, hey, Anastasia, welcome. Come on in. And she do be looking really sad. Oh my gosh, she'd be looking sad. And Edric has come home. Andrew has learned that she's a loner. Oh, and she's talking about writing with him. And she is like really tired. I'm just gonna have her put Colette to sleep. And where did this young girl go? I do not know where this young lady has gotten to, but she just like disappeared on us. Is that a sign, yo? Is that a sign? Where'd she go? Like, seriously, she was here, she got up and just disappeared. I guess she teleported her butt out of here. Edric is over here loving on the horse and he needs to go to the bathroom and get something to eat. And he likes the small talk. Okay, Andrew, I'm gonna have him come use this and then he can get something to eat. I think she was using the mirror is where this Anastasia was. Now, I just saw her come out of here looking all sad. And I do believe she has left. I'm not sure. And he do be wanting to have some fun. So I'm just going to have him go to bed. It is 10 o'clock at night. I'll have him come over here. And he can use this and go to sleep. I don't know where that girl got to. Yo, I can't find her to save my life. And there she's just tucking her in. I'm going to have her go to sleep. And Edric is going to get something to eat. And he's going to sit and talk with his Uncle Roger. And Roger is just having a good old chat. And actually, I wanted to look on here. Yeah, he's 31 days. I just realized, y'all. That we have to roll for his wife, yo. We have to roll for Catalina. She's going to be aging up. Oh, she's passed. All right, she is passed. I'm just going to set this back and set age to set days and span. And so she doesn't age up. I'm going to put her at 39 just until I want to make sure we have this baby. I'm so afraid of leaving this family and dealing with her. I guess we could just roll for her. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. So Catalina is at the end of her adult stage, right? And so we have to roll to see how many years she has left. So let me get my dice roller for that. Okay, so here is our 10-sided dice. This is gonna be for Catalina. We're gonna roll and see how many years she has left. So we'll go ahead and see. And she got 6 years. So that would mean she would have 6 times 4. So she's got 24 sim days left. So she has got 24 days left. So she would be on day 16. I think I did that correctly for Roger. Let me see what I have done for him. So yeah, he is on 30. He got 20 days. So he started out on day 20. So she got a year more. So they're going to die a year apart. I know it's really morbid, but you know, okay, it's what it is. So yeah, so she's on day 16. out of 40, which that would give her 24 days. So he'll be passing away, and then a year later she'll pass away. I think that's the only ones that is an elder. Yeah, we have Mabel has a while. She was pretty young. I will have to be ruling for her. Frank here is on day 1 apparently of his adulthood, so he's got a while. Yeah, I didn't think he was so young. Yo, she married young. So at least we got that taken care of. Now I'm gonna let them be. I want to see if Margaret is when she's gonna have his baby. We are going to go ahead and send him home because we're gonna eat this and go to bed. And guess what? Just as he's heading off to bed, Margaret has gone into labor and she's getting up to use the pot, it looks like. Oh, we'll have her go ahead and use that really quick. He is just going off to bed and she's getting up to have this baby. And guess what? We're gonna need a bassinet. All right, so I'm just gonna pull out this bassinet. We'll get this one out and we'll put this here and we'll come over here and have this baby. And it is that time. What will she be having? A boy or a girl? And will they live? It's anybody's guess at this point. And here's that girl. Okay, Anastasia did not leave. I'm going to send her away. And guess what? It's a boy. All right. Well, I guess I need to have a boy's name. All right, we're going to go with the name Bartholomew. I don't know why this makes me want to laugh. This is actually a biblical name. We're going to call him Bart for short, but Bartholomew is his name. Bart Atwood. What a name. What a name. And oh my God, we had another boy. What is it with these twins? Seriously. So we're going to name this one Hugh. Bart and Hugh Atwood. If there's more, I'm going to cry. Oh my God, what is this? Why? Why are we having multiples? I want to go cry in a corner right now. They're not having any more children, yo. Maybe one of them will die. Is that bad of me to think that way? Okay, we need a girl's name. Oh my gosh. We're going to go with the name Amelia Atwood. So the first triplets have just been born into our family. What the heck? Okay. We have 3 babies. Oh my gosh. It's almost Amelia's birthday. She was just literally born. How is it almost her birthday? And where are all these babies? Where are all these babies? We've got one up here. Okay. I feel like this is such a bug, but you know what? We're going to go with it just because I need Sims in this challenge. I need Sims. So we have a baby there. There's one that's invisible there. Where's the others? I'd like to know. Okay, we'll click on them and see you here. We have Bart. Oh, Bart is over here. Bart is invisible. And Hugh is invisible. Oh my God, and this one is way over here. What? How is there a baby way over here, yo? I can't even see it. Where's the baby? It took me all the way over here, yo. Oh, I think I have to reload my game or something. How was there 3 babies in her belly? It wasn't even big enough. Okay, let me fix this. There's something just not right about this. Okay, there are the babies. The babies. I have literally gotten out and gotten back into the game, and we now have Bartholomew. We have Hugh, and where is Amelia but over here? All right, let's line these babies up. Out of all these babies, oh my God, no, you know, if they all live, I'm gonna literally cry because this is a handful, y'all. This is a handful. Let's see if these babies lived. We're gonna go from left to right. We're gonna start with Bart. And then we'll go to Hugh and then Amelia. Let me get my handy dandy dice roller. Okay, so we don't want that dice roller. We'll get rid of that. We need a 20-sided dice right here. All right, so I'm going to put this in between here to start. So we have Bartholomew. We do not want or maybe we do want, I'm not sure at this point. So if they get a 5, 10, 15, or 20, they will die. So let's see. Did Bartholomew, one of these babies seriously have got to die. Did Bartholomew make it? And he has died. What if they all die, yo? What if they all die? I just thought. Okay, so Bart did not make it. We'll go ahead and roll for Hugh next. and he has lived. Now I'm going to scoot this over here, and we'll roll for our little Amelia. Did Amelia make it? And she died as well. So our middle baby Hugh is the only one that lived. All right. You know, for the first time ever, I'm really not sad about this. Is that mean of me? I do not know. But Amelia and Bartholomew, the first and the third, did not make it. But Hugh has made it thus far. Jeez, oh Pete's, I forgot to roll for Margaret here. How could I ever forget about Margaret? I was about to let her live. Okay, we can't do that. Let's see. We do not want a 1. That's all. We do not want a 1 for Margaret. Did Margaret make it through the delivery of 3 children? Let's see. And she did. What a woman. What a gal. She has lived. All right. So we need to go ahead and we have to starve these babies to death. Here we go. All right. Well, the only one is this one. Oh, I really need to get that invisible crib is what I really need. All right. We'll just put him over here. And little baby Hugh is the only one that has survived. And I'm gonna let her go back to sleep, back to bed. It is only not even 1 in the morning, yo, not even. And for the first time, I actually am really glad that they only had the 1 baby. How did they have 3? Like, I didn't even realize there was enough slots. I mean, there was just, if they had lived, we would have been a full house, yo. We would have been a full house. And the baby is crying, and I believe he's getting up. What are we going to do? You're not going to bottle feed him. Oh, no. I'm going to have Margaret get up and go ahead and feed this baby. So I realize now for each new baby, I have to set her preference to breastfeeding and use cloth diapers. Oh, well, you know, it's a little annoying. No, don't change diapers. What am I doing right now with my life? Not much. Go ahead and breastfeed this one. And don't you touch that baby. Go back to bed, Edric, please. You can't bottle feed. There's no bottles in this time. What are you doing to me? And he's feeling passionate while she's feeling depressed. She's like, well, I had a bunch of babies, but you know, they didn't turn out well. They didn't turn out well, what? I do think that those triplets were part of a bug. Because we don't have any lot trait on. We don't have a lot trait that gives us multiples, and she's not taking any fertility things or anything. I'm kind of not sad that 2 of them passed away and just Hugh has lived. I'm okay with it, all right? I'm at peace with it. And I'm going to send him back to sleep. Okay, she finally got him quieted down. I'm going to have him go ahead and go back to bed. And the baby do be crying, and she is on it. And I'm going to have them just come down and get something to eat. We'll go ahead and eat some of this, and he can get up and eat some of this. Oh, we only have 2 servings left, yo. Actually, I'll let her eat it. I'm going to have him make something. I'm going to have him go ahead and what can we do? You know what? I'm going to have him do some cheese and fruit this morning. And there he's got the cheese and fruit. I'm going to put it over here. It was just nice and quick. Let's just go ahead and get this done here. Nice and quick. And she is just talking up a storm. I was just wondering how many days she has left. She has 13. Andrew has 24. So that means, let's see, I think he's like on day 5 or something. He's on day 4. So we still have quite a bit of time to just go on dates and everything with him. We also need to do a bunch of competitions more, but I think we need to start working with Freya and getting her skills up a bit. So I think I'm going to do that in the next episode. I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. Having those triplets scared me to death. I am low-key kind of happy that 2 of them passed away. I'm all right with that. And I've just, oh my gosh, triplets. Can you imagine how crazy this house would have been to play with triplets? No, thank you. Oh my God, no. So anyway, so in the next episode, we will really be exploring Andrew and his potential girl, which is going to be probably between Latisse and Anastasia, and we'll continue on this. I do think we need to work with Freya and get her skills up a bit, and before we do another competition. So that's gonna be it. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, it would be amazing if you did, and also don't forget to click the little bell to get notified whenever I have a video go up. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.